I love the stock, but the next big data point is going to be in the third week of March when Jensen Huang, the CEO, has his GTC conference, talks about new reasons, new things that are going on at Nvidia, what it means to have video going on, because I think video is big. Now, do I think it's going to go through to 100? I don't think so. But look, this is one of the great wins of all time. And I think that people just say, you know what? I'm on the wrong horse, Carl. I got to be on Broadcom. And they don't think that maybe it's a field bet, that Broadcom,
right,
Marvell Tech, and Nvidia are all good because of the demand. We forget the demand. Now, there's a lot of people thought that Amazon's got the...
But I think it's an important point you're making. One doesn't replace the other.
Thank you,
They work in tandem, essentially. I mean, the way that Broadcom chips have been described as sort of as the worker bee chips, that are good for certain things like that, right?
I have the blocking and tackling bit.
Yeah. So the market, you may see this dispersion right now.
Right.
That chart is shocking when you look at Nvidia versus Broadcom over the last 2 weeks.
Right. Well, Broadcom,
month or even
people didn't realize that Broadcom was in.
Okay,
they're in the hyperscalers and
That's
Marvell.
Just a week.
Look, the Marvell announcement that Matt Murphy was buying. Matt Murphy is the very calm, very exciting triathlon. I'll beat you no matter what guy. And he kept trying to say, look, it's happening. The inflection's happening. The inflection's happening. I don't think he got the word. So then he just went and bought $1 million worth of stock in the market, 72, reported 77, and said, listen, if you don't believe me, here's $1 million. And that was his money put in, had canceled 10B and put it in the Form 4, and that was the bottom. And that was a very important thing. Now, he made this announcement about Amazon. And I don't think people realize what the Amazon announcement was basically saying is, look, we're going to use our own chips. We're going to have custom silicon designed by Marvell, and we're going to use Nvidia too. And there is still no distance between Nvidia from both sides. When I speak to Amazon and I speak to Nvidia, no one is saying that Nvidia is being displaced. Everyone is saying we can't get enough Nvidia, so we have to take action.
Part of that is because of the super cycle, which Matt described to you last night. Take a listen to this.
We are in an unprecedented AI supercycle for AI as a service, but also for the silicon TAM underneath it. This is unbelievable. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been through every major one of these cycles: PCs, smartphones, digital cameras, cloud computing, you name it. This one's bigger than all of them.
People have to understand. I mean, you hear he put out his litany, but I remember when he took this company over, it was in tatters. They were going to get delisted. I kind of urged him not to take it. I said, look, don't take this company. But there were some other people involved who also helped him. And it was a remarkable thing. He came in, reinvented this company. No one believed him. Finally, they believe him. Hawk Tan, on the other hand, David, is not. He came on in September for Mad Money. That's at 6 o'clock. We were out in San Francisco. And he said,
the tech world is ablaze with excitement as Nvidia prepares for its highly anticipated CES 2025 keynote address. This year's event is expected to be one of the most important in the tech sector, attracting keen interest from investors and industry leaders alike. All eyes are particularly on CEO Jensen Huang and the groundbreaking revelations he may reveal, while rumors circulating through the tech corridors hint at extraordinary advancements ranging from gaming AI to autonomous cars. Excitement and the buzz of invention permeate the air, but the details are still tantalizingly elusive. As the second most valuable company in the world and a titan of industry, Nvidia is poised to redefine the very boundaries of innovation and set new standards for the future. The world is eagerly awaiting CES 2025 to see what magic Nvidia will weave into the fabric of tomorrow's technological landscape. So, what implications does this have for Nvidia's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who've stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on Nvidia stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now let's get back to the video.
Nvidia, I tell you, it's amazing both that it's up so much this year and that all the gains happened in the first half of the year.
Yeah, it is amazing. And even more amazing that despite how much it's been up, not just this past year, but over the last 10 years, it is still expected to go up next year. And if you look at what they're rolling out, they're over 50 times PE actually could be easily justified if you look at the Blackwell chip and the potential that that has. It is twice as expensive as the Hopper, but depending on who you ask, it's anywhere from 15 to 30 times faster for AI interference testing. And that's a big deal. Microsoft has already signed up to be the largest buyer along with all of the other cloud players.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to have plenty of demand for it. I guess, Tim, the question is, has the market priced it? You see things like Broadcom ripping as almost like the next wave of this trade.
But I think, first of all, I think Nvidia, the GB300 server chip March event, it will be a catalyst. It will be very important to the stock. I think for investors, I think this may be the year of AMD again coming up. In other words, I think it down 20% on the year, not a reason to buy a stock. But I think it is on a relative basis to itself, trading roughly 30 times forward. This is a stock that actually within the space and what you're getting for the distant second player, I like AMD here.
Yeah, and semis, of course, as a group have struggled. Really They've kind of lost their leadership profile.
The air is thick with conjecture and excited anticipation as NVIDIA's CES 2025 keynote approaches. The next generation RTX 5000 series GPUs are expected to transform gaming and creative processes with previously unheard of speed and power thanks to developments in artificial intelligence and robotics. They are so advanced that they appear to conflate reality and science fiction. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang is anticipated to give a presentation that will inspire wonder and motivation, further establishing the company's leadership in AI technologies that propel innovation for industry titans like OpenAI, Alphabet, and Meta platforms. NVIDIA has caught the zeitgeist of cutting-edge technology. With a staggering market valuation of over $3.43 trillion, NVIDIA's market dominance is no laughing matter. The business is proof of its unwavering expansion, and its growing influence across a variety of this year's keynote is anticipated to focus on tech industry's autonomous vehicles, which promise to transform the automotive industry thanks to NVIDIA's unmatched technological mastery. To stay informed about the latest developments from NVIDIA and the ever-changing stock market, consider subscribing to our investing tutorial channel. We provide daily updates on significant market shifts and key catalysts. So hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss crucial information. We'd love to hear your thoughts on NVIDIA stock, so please share your opinions in the comments below. Now let's dive into today's video.
If I could remind everybody watching right now, NVIDIA is going to become the hub of the AI ecosystem. They have very aggressive delivery schedules ahead with the Ultra version next year at Blackwell, and of course Rubin and the Ultra version of Rubin coming in 2027 after that, plus their continued growth in data centers. I wouldn't bet against NVIDIA.
Well, and of course they're comprising such a big part of the overall market as well. Charlie, I want to turn to you. Given kind of what we've seen with NVIDIA, what we've seen with chips this year, which there's no way to really describe the market action in 2024 without them, would you be rebalancing your portfolio now in anticipation of 2025? And if so, how?
Yeah, if I owned a lot of chip stocks in NVIDIA, I would absolutely be rebalancing. I mean, at this point, it is very dangerous to own stocks where they are so popular. I teach classes at a couple of 8th grades, and the one thing that these 8th graders all want to do is own chip stocks in NVIDIA. They tend to want to own what's worked in the past and don't care a lot about valuation. I'm not saying at this point I would sell it all, but clearly.
These exciting possibilities are fueled by numbers that tell a powerful tale in and of themselves. NVIDIA's stock has soared 191.09% so far this year, considerably surpassing the Nasdaq's 131.76% gain, offering an enticing potential upside of more than 10%. Predictions and whispers through social media, analysts, and stock enthusiasts have passionate conversations about NVIDIA's remarkable progress. These exchanges allude to possible breakthrough announcements at CES 2025, and the digital discussions gain contagious momentum, implying that even skeptics may soon find themselves considering a dip into NVIDIA's promising stock. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.
100 times here now. We've got it right. We've got it wrong. I'll say this. Price to earnings, compelling. Price to sales, no way. And those margins that they're enjoying right now, they're not going to enjoy in perpetuity. So I think the SMH trade is on the precipice right here.
Yeah, what's also really clear, and you just said this, Dom, that some of those other end markets for semis right now, whether it's industrial, whether it's auto, we heard from Micron last week that, consumer electronics, whether it be smartphones, whether it be PCs, are not particularly strong. And so when you think about the exposure that some of those have to China, and then you put together a weak end market or a bunch of weak end markets, I mean, the last trade, the last, leg standing is really generative AI. It's spending probably, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, they make up 40% of Nvidia's revenues. Like at some point, you're going to need to see the semi trade broaden out. Carter just spoke to it. The equal weight S&P is not doing a whole heck of a lot. So again, and I started the show by saying this, I think a lot of investors would love to see some of that froth come out of some of the leadership, and then they're probably going to pile right back into the leadership until there's some reason for them to see some sort of deceleration.
As Nvidia's CES 2025 keynote draws nearer, with shares already up 379% this year, the horizon shines with limitless potential. For potential investors looking for exponential growth analysts, Nvidia is a beacon of possibility and hope. Show hope by predicting a positive short-term price target that points to a long-term upward trend. This moment feels really important. It's not only about stock statistics for investors. Nvidia is actively leading the tech industry's transformation and setting the standard for others to follow. It's about being a part of a revolutionary revolution that balances technological prowess and astuteness. Strategy for the market. Finally, if you want to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, click on the next video on your screen. We'll see you there. As we wrap up this discussion, we pose an important question to you, the listener. Are you ready to ride the thrilling wave of innovation with Nvidia?